Kellogg's Pep,
The super delicious cereal presents
The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today is Clark Kent. He is alarmed over the sudden disappearance of Lois Lane. We'll join him at Inspector Henderson's office in just a moment. As we learned yesterday, Lois Lane, star girl reporter for the Daily Planet, is in a state of panic. She is certain that a Siamese cat sent to her as a Christmas present by an unknown admirer has the power of human speech. She swears that she heard the cat talking to her, warning her to beware of Perry White, editor of the Daily Planet. Clark Kent and young Jimmy Olsen examined both the seemingly harmless cat and Lois's apartment, but found nothing. They were about to leave when a telephone call came through from Lucille Markham, a close friend of Lois's. Lois, it seems, had called Lucille to ask whether she could stay at the Markham house in the suburbs for a few days, and had assured Lucille that she was leaving immediately, and now, hours later, had failed to arrive. As we continue, it is early evening. Clark Kent and Jimmy Olsen are at police headquarters in the office of Inspector Henderson. Listen.
Now, look, Inspector, this has gone beyond the point where it's a joke. We know Miss Lane entered a taxi in front of her apartment building at 11:30 this morning and told the driver to take her to Forest Heights where the Markhams live. The doorman heard her. Now it's up to you to locate the driver of that taxi.
We're doing everything we can, Kent. But the driver seems to have disappeared, too.
Well, it shouldn't require much effort to find a bonded registered taxi driver in a bright yellow cab.
How do you know he was a bonded registered driver?
Because...
he might have been a mug planted in that cab to pick up Miss Lane.
Gosh, I never thought of that.
I did, but it doesn't hold water.
Why not?
Because the cab was one of the yellow taxi company fleet. The doorman remembers that. Now, if a yellow cab had been stolen, there would have been a report on it by this time. It's been 6 hours since Lois disappeared.
Yeah, how about that, Inspector?
Well, I admit I don't know the answer. But when we pick up the driver...
And how long is that going to take?
Confound it, Kent, will you quit riding me? I'm getting sick. Come in.
Get in there. Go on.
Okay, cop, okay. You don't have to push me.
Who's this, Healy?
He's the guy we're looking for, Inspector. The hacky who picked up Miss Lane.
He is?
Gosh.
Well, now we're getting someplace. Where'd you find it?
Oh, about 4 miles out on the River Parkway. He was part of the car, fast asleep. Or else he was making out like he was.
I was asleep.
Yeah, says you.
Well, never mind that. Where did you take Miss Lane, driver?
If you're talking about the dame I picked up at the Frontenac Apartments this morning, kind of a good-looking dame.
Yes, that's Miss Lane. Now, where did you take her?
I didn't take her no place. Like I was telling this Dick, something screwy happened.
Are you going to tell that cockeyed story again?
It's the truth, so help me.
Wait till you hear this, Inspector.
I intend to. What's your name, driver?
Joe Ross. Here's my hack license.
Mm-hmm. This license seems to be okay. All right, driver, start talking. But remember, I want the truth.
Okay, here it is. I picked this dame up in front of the Frontenac Apartments about 11:30 this morning. She says she wants to go to some number on Maple Street in Forest Heights. I forget what the number was.
1219?
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
I cut over to Ridge Road and picked up the Parkway. This dame kept bothering me all the time to go faster. I never see such a nervous dame, and I see plenty driving a hack. But all of a sudden, about the time we hit the Parkway, I don't hear no more out of her. I look back, and she's fast asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Yeah, that's what he said.
It's the truth.
Well, Miss Lane might very well have fallen asleep from nervous exhaustion. Go on, Joe.
Okay. Well, I drive a couple of miles on the Parkway, and I'm just passing a golf course when I hear a horn. And I see a big black funeral hearse coming up in a rear vision mirror. I pull over a little to let it go by, and...
here's where it gets good, Inspector.
Let him talk, Healy.
Yeah. So like I say, I start to pull over, and here comes this funeral hearse up from behind, and it's really traveling.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets up alongside my cab, it jams on its brakes and starts crowding me over. I yell and give him my horn, but it keeps crowding me. I got to get right up on the curb or stop, or I'm going to get folded up like an accordion.
Well, what was the big idea? Why'd he crowd you?
Well, you're here, buddy. When I start remembering this part, I get the shakes.
Baloney.
Hey, make this guy lay off me, will you?
Stop it, Healy. Go on.
Yeah. Well, I stop up against the curb, and a tall, skinny guy dressed all in black with a long tail coat and a high silk hat gets out of the front seat of the hearse and comes over to the cab. Right away, I start to feel funny. I get chills running up and down my back. He's a tall guy, dressed all in black like I said, but his face is kind of yellow-white like one of them guys gets their last ride in his hearse. His eyes, I never seen eyes like his before. Big and black and dead with blue shadows under them. I kept looking at his eyes even when he started talking and waving his hands. Long, skinny hands like a skeleton.
Oh, jeepers.
Go ahead.
Well, this guy comes over to the cab, and when he talks, his voice gives me the creeps for sure. Sounds like it's coming out of a grave.
I beg your pardon, but I seem to be lost. I wonder if you could direct me to the Pleasant Valley Cemetery.
The what?
The Pleasant Valley Cemetery. Surely you know what a cemetery is?
Yeah, sure, but I never heard of that one.
How strange.
Look, mister, I gotta be going. If you'll get your hearse out of the way,
I must find the cemetery before dark. I simply must. I wonder if the young lady in the back seat can help me.
No, she can't help you. Look, mister,
Is she dead?
Dead? No, she's just sleeping.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course she's sleeping.
She may be dead. Why don't you look and see?
I remember turning around to look at the dame when he said that, and that's all I remember until this dick here woke me up. The dame was gone, and so was the guy in his hearse.
Sleeping lizards.
Ever hear a yarn like that before, Inspector?
No, and I don't believe it.
It's the truth. Sir, help me, it's the truth.
Come on. Give it to us straight.
I think he is giving it to us straight, Healy.
Thanks, mister.
Now, look here,
Just
Kent.
a moment, Inspector. What I want to know at the moment is far more important. Where is this Pleasant Valley Cemetery?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, you should have some sort of a directory of places like that.
I have. Right here on the shelf.
Oh, good.
Here we are. Now, let's see. Cemeteries. Oh, here we are. K-L-M-N-O-P. Clam Valley, Pineville, Pine Manor. Just as I thought.
Where is it, Inspector?
There is no Pleasant Valley Cemetery.
What?
And what's more, there never was one.
Shifting uneasily, the nervous, sweating taxicab driver gulps and turns pale. Is he lying? Well, we'll be back in a moment for a startling surprise. 2 hours have passed since Joe Ross, the taxicab driver, recounted his weird and almost unbelievable story at police headquarters. Jimmy Olsen is now back at home, having left Kent at headquarters. As we join him, he is telling his mother about the strange disappearance of Lois Lane.
And according to the cab driver, the first time he knew the hearse and Miss Lane were gone was when the detective woke him up.
Why, I don't believe a word of it. Do you, Jimmy?
Well, I don't know, Mom. First, Mr. Kent said he did. Then when Inspector Henderson couldn't find the name of the cemetery in a directory he had, well, even Mr. Kent's kind of on the fence.
And in the meantime, nobody knows where poor Miss Lane is.
No.
Oh, that's a pity. She's such a nice, sweet girl. Why would anyone want to do her harm?
Well, there are a lot of punks in this world, Mom. A lot of them.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, I think I'll go up to bed, Jimmy. I'm a little tired.
Okay, I'll sit up a little longer. Mr. Kent may call. He said he would if anything broke.
Good night, Jimmy. Don't forget to let the cat out before you come up.
No, I won't. Oh, where is it?
In the kitchen, I think. Good night, Jimmy.
Good night, Mom. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Come on, kitty. Come on, fella, come on. Come on, up in my lap. Yeah, that's the boy. You don't know it, but you're the cause of all this trouble. Yes, you are. You started everything. If someone hadn't sent you to Miss Lane, everything would have been all right. You like to have your neck rubbed, don't you? Feels good, doesn't it? You know, it's too bad you can't talk. If you could, maybe you'd be able to tell us a few things.
You're in danger, Jim.
Who said that?
Beware of Perry White.
Who's talking?
He'll do to you what he did to Lois Lane.
Leaping lizards. It's the cat.
Rooted to the chair, Jimmy stares in frozen, wide-eyed fear at the Siamese cat, which, curled up on his lap, looks up at him out of its strange blue eyes. Did Jimmy actually hear human speech coming out of the cat's mouth? The mystery of the talking cat is getting more mysterious by the moment, and a little spine-chilling, too. So don't miss a single word of the thrilling story from now on. Tune in on Monday, same time, same station, and follow Superman's latest adventure, The Mystery of the Talking Cat. Be sure to listen to The Adventures of Superman.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, Jimmy Olsen, too, is certain that Lois Lane's Siamese cat has talked. When a Siamese cat, a Christmas gift from an unknown admirer, seemed to be talking to her in a human voice, Lois Lane, in a highly nervous state, left by taxi for a friend's house in the suburbs. But she never arrived at her destination. And the taxi driver, finally picked up by the police, told a strange story of being stopped by a ghost-like man in a funeral hearse, who, after asking directions to a cemetery which didn't exist, said that Lois was dead. The taxi driver claimed that he had then mysteriously fallen asleep, and when he awoke, both Lois and the ghost-like man had vanished. That night, Jimmy Olsen, who had taken the Siamese cat to his house, apparently heard the animal speak to him, warning him against Perry White. Well, as we continue now, it is the following morning, and Jimmy is standing nervously at the door of Editor Perry White's office at the Daily Planet. Finally, drawing a deep breath, he gingerly opens the door. Listen.
Come in, Olsen. I want to see you.
No, sir.
What?
I can't right now. Do you know where...
What do you mean you can't?
I'm awful busy. Do you know where Mr. Kent is?
He's out looking for Lois.
Oh, where? I gotta get a hold of him.
Well, how do I know where? Will you come in here and close that door? I don't like long-distance conversation.
I can't hear what you say.
And I don't like to shout.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. Haven't you got any idea where Mr. Kent is? I've got to see him right away.
I told you he's out looking for Lois. And unless you come in and close that door,
Thanks.
Olsen, come over!
Oh, no, not me.
Olsen, come over, sir! Olsen!
Later, Mr. White. I'm awful busy
I
now.
said come here.
But I'm awful busy. I'm terribly busy.
Will you come in here, or do I have to drag you in by the scruff of the neck like a cat?
Oh, jeepers. He said a cat.
Well, I'm waiting.
Oh, I guess he's got me. Okay, Mr. White. I'm coming.
Come on. Move.
Yes, sir.
He's busy, doesn't he? Of all the insolent young freaks. Well, what are you standing there for? Go into my office.
Yes, sir. But don't touch me.
I ought to cut you limb from limb. I ought to boil you in oil.
No, don't.
What in thunderation's the matter with you?
Me?
Yes, you. And stop walking backwards. Stand still.
Yes, sir. I... Okay. You've got me.
I what?
You've got me. But you better not do anything to me. I left a note for Mr. Kent, telling him what the cat said, and if anything happens to me, he'll know you did it.
I did what?
Whatever you're figuring to do to me.
I'm going to cut you up in little pieces and feed you to the squirrels. I'm going to chop you up and make a nutty fruitcake out of you. That's what I'm going to do.
You better not.
Oh, he says I better not. I will. I'll do it. No, my blood pressure. My heart. I can't stand it. I've got to pull myself together. Now, look, Olsen. Let's get this straight man to man.
Oh, I've got it straight.
Wait a minute. Now, what's this about leaving a note for Kent?
Well, I did. Just in case you did something to me, like the cat said.
The cat? What about the cat?
It warned me about you.
The cat warned you about me?
Yeah, last night. Just the way it warned Miss Lane.
I see. Is this another cat?
No, the same one. Miss Lane's Siamese. I took it.
Oh, Miss Lane's Siamese. I see. Now tell me, did it call you on the telephone or write you a letter?
It talked to me.
It talked to you. Just the way we're talking now, eh? Face to face.
Well, it was in my lap, and...
Go on. Well, I've still got my reason.
Well, It said you were out to get me. It warned me to be careful.
Oh, Lord, give me strength. Give me strength. And you really believe the cat talked to you?
I wouldn't have if I hadn't heard it myself. It was sitting in my lap in my own living room. My mother had gone to bed and nobody else was in the house. Then it talked to me.
Yeah, it talked to you. Oh, my sweet sainted Aunt Tilly, that this should happen to me. First Lois, and now this pale-dated, apple-pated young moron. No, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't.
You better take it easy, Mr. White.
Don't you know that a cat can't talk?
This one can.
This one can. I tell you, no cat can talk. It was late at night, and you were worried about Lois. You were thinking about that crazy story the taxi driver told, the ghost man in the hearse. Your imagination got away with you, and you thought you heard the cat talk, too.
No, it wasn't my imagination, and I don't care what you say. I heard it talk.
You crazy young idiot! I tell you... No, this is no way to handle it. I've got to be calm. I've got to be. Now, Olson, where is the cat?
In Mr. Kent's office.
In Kent's office, eh? I thought you said
I
that...
brought it with me this morning. It's in its traveling case. I didn't want to leave it home in case it decided to talk to my mother and scare her.
Oh, or maybe cook dinner and watch the kitchen floor, eh? Well, okay. Come on.
Where?
We're going to take the cat to Dr. Anstruthers.
Who?
Dr. Anstruthers. He's chief veterinarian at the Metropolis Zoo. Nobody knows more about animals than he does, and he's a friend of mine. He'll get this nonsense out of your head.
Come in here, Perry. You too, young man. I have my fluoroscope in this office.
Okay, Doc. Come on, Olson.
Now, bring the cat over here, please.
Well, what are you going to do now?
Make one final test to prove to you that the animal can't talk. Now, let me have the cat, please. Thank you. Now, just sit there, kitty. No, don't try to get away. I'm not going to hurt you. That's a nice kitty. It's a nice kitty. Now, will you turn off the light, please, Perry? The switch is right behind you.
All right.
Nice kitty. Nice kitty. Now, all right, you'll both look through the screen. Right here.
Gosh, you can see right into the cat.
Uh-huh. Now, here are the larynx and vocal cords. Entirely normal, you see. No enlargements or distortions. There are the lungs, heart, liver, spleen. Nothing at all unusual, nor is there any mechanism in the body which doesn't belong there. Now, will you turn on the light again, Perry?
Right. Well, you satisfied, Olson?
Now, if you'll open the box, young man, I'll put the cat back in.
Get in, kitty.
You didn't answer my question, Olson. Are you satisfied now that the cat can't talk?
Well, I...
You what?
Well, I heard everything Dr. Anstruthers said, but I heard it talk.
All the stubborn idiots. Maybe you'd better put him under the fluoroscope, Doctor. Examine his head.
I assure you, young man, neither this cat nor any other member of the feline family can talk. You were probably under a great strain, so you imagined...
I didn't imagine it. I heard it.
Heavenly days, what'll I do with him? I know. Take the cat and come along, Olson.
Where?
To my house. You and the cat are going to stay right there with me until you're convinced this is all a lot of nonsense. Come on now. Much obliged, Doc.
Not at all, Perry.
I'll pound some sense into your head, Olson, if I have to do it with a sledgehammer. Now, come on.
Carrying the box containing the fawn-colored Siamese cat, Jimmy follows Editor White from the zoo to a taxicab. That night, in White's suburban house, the boy reporter is taking a shower preparatory to going to bed. While in the adjoining room, the gray-haired editor is stretched out on one of the twin beds reading a book. Suddenly, over the sound of the shower, Jimmy hears a yell.
What? Oh, my God. That's Mr. White. Something happened.
His heart pounding, Jimmy Olsen leaps from the shower as Perry White's anguished scream echoes through the house. What has happened? We'll return in a moment to find out. As he was taking a shower in Perry White's house, Jimmy Olsen heard the gray-haired editor scream his name. Throwing a bathrobe around him, Jimmy rushed into the adjoining bedroom where he saw White sitting bolt upright in bed, his eyes popping, pointing a trembling finger at the fawn-colored Siamese cat crouched on the bed near his hand, its strange blue eyes regarding him curiously.
Oh, what happened, Chief?
Well,
The what?
the cat.
Yeah, what about it?
Well,
It what? Leaping lizards. You mean it talks?
Yes, it...
Help
it,
me.
it, it,
Help me.
listen.
Help me, Mr. White. Help me.
Cleeps. It's Miss Lane's voice.
Help me. Please, help me. Save me. Save me before it's too late. Please, Mr. White.
Trembling,
Please.
their hair literally standing on end, Jimmy Olsen and Perry White hear Lois Lane's anguished voice pleading for help, apparently coming from the mouth of the Siamese cat. Is this magic or madness? Well, fellows and girls, tomorrow's episode in The Mystery of the Talking Cat is even more thrilling and fascinating, so don't miss it. Tune in, same time, same station, for The Mystery of the Talking Cat in the Adventures of Superman.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, Editor Perry White is certain that the strange Siamese cat has talked. Driven almost out of her mind because she claimed a Siamese cat presented to her as a Christmas gift had been talking to her in a human voice and warning her against Perry White, Lois Lane, in a state of panic, started for the home of a friend, only to disappear mysteriously on the way. Jimmy Olsen took the cat to his house, and that night the animal apparently spoke to him, too, repeating its warning against Perry White. Insisting that both Lois and Jimmy were letting their imaginations run riot, Editor White brought the boy reporter and the cat to his own suburban house the following night. While Jimmy was taking a shower, he heard White scream, and rushing into the bedroom, he saw the gray-haired editor sitting up in bed, pointing a shaking finger at the fawn-colored Siamese cat crouched beside him. Listen.
Jim, listen. It's talking.
Help me, Mr. White. Help me.
Cleeps. It's Miss Lane's voice.
Yes, and it's coming from the cat.
Help me. Please, help me.
Mr. White. Mr. White.
Steady, Jim.
Help me, Mr. White.
It can't be. We're hearing things.
I'm crazy. We're both crazy.
Help me. Come to...
Good Godfrey. Listen, Jim.
I am listening.
Come to 807 Myrtle Drive. 807 Myrtle Drive. Hurry.
Cleeps.
Oh, hurry. Hurry, Mr. White. Save me. Please.
You got the address, Jim?
Yeah. 807 Myrtle Drive. That's way out at the end of town. Oh, golly, what?
Oh, there goes the cat.
Come back here, kitty.
Let it go.
But
Let it go, I said. If I see that cat once more, I'll go stark raving mad. I am stark raving mad. Oh, Jim, you heard it, didn't you? You did hear it?
Sure I did, only how could Miss Lane's voice come out of a cat?
How could any human voice come out of a cat? But you heard it, too, and it's enough for me. Two people can't go crazy in exactly the same way at exactly the same time.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. Now, come on, don't just stand there. Get into your clothes.
My clothes?
Yes, your clothes. Do you expect to go out in your bathrobe?
Out? Oh, out.
Lois is in trouble, and we've got to help her.
Yeah.
Now, hurry up.
Okay, but listen, how could Miss Lane, that cat...
I don't know, but that was Lois's voice, and she said she needs help. Oh, where's my other shoe? Oh, here it is.
But listen, how...
I don't want to listen to any more hows or whys. I don't know any more than you do. Something screwy. We're going to find out what it is. But first, we've got to find Lois.
Sure, but how can we find her?
She told us where she is, didn't she?
Sure, but if she isn't...
Isn't what?
Alive.
What are you talking about? Didn't you just hear a voice?
Sure I did, coming out of a cat. And that undertaker guy yesterday who stopped the taxi Miss Lane was in said...
Never mind what he said. I don't believe there was any undertaker guy. The taxi driver was lying.
But when Mr. Kent talked to you this afternoon, he said they hadn't been able to break his story, and he didn't have any police record.
I know, and I still don't believe it. Aren't you dressed yet?
I just have to put on my socks and shoes and my tie.
All right. Get them on and meet me in front of the house. I'm going to try to reach Kent by phone and have him meet us. Poco! Get my car out of the garage. Hurry up. Sir, your fat stumps. Okay. Here's Myrtle Drive at last. Now, what was the number again, Jim?
807. Gosh, it's dark around here. I wish Mr. Kent was with us.
I told you I couldn't locate him. Keep your eyes peeled for number 807.
I don't see any houses at all in this street.
No. No, neither do I.
Maybe this house is going to turn out not to exist. Like that cemetery the undertaker guy was asking about.
Will you stop with that undertaker guy?
But
You heard me.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute, stop. There's a house.
It would be all dark. Wait till I get the searchlight turned on it. Yeah. Can you see the number?
No. Gosh, look at that crummy old shack. It's practically falling apart.
Never mind that. Just find the number.
I don't think it's got a number.
It must have. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I think that's a number on the porch post there. Can you make it out?
It's pretty faded, but I think I can... Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
It's number 807.
Are you sure? Wait till I put on my glasses.
You don't have to. It's 807, all right. But it's a deserted house.
We'll find out if it is or not. Come on, Olson.
You mean you're just going in there? Just like that?
Oh, why not? There's where Lois said she was, didn't she? Come on.
But you can see nobody's in there.
No, I can't. The house is dark. The windows are boarded over, and I can't see through them like Superman. Well, are you coming or not?
Oh, aren't you even going to call the police first?
Lois is in trouble, and you want to wait for the police. Well, stay in the car. I'll take care of this alone.
No, wait, Mr. White. I'll go with you.
Thanks for nothing. Now, look out now. Watch these steps. Because if they'd fall apart if a bird stepped on them.
The whole house looks that way. Gosh, do you really think Miss Lane is in there?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. I wonder if we ought to ring the bell.
Yes. No, I don't know.
Big help you are. Well, why not? Here it is. I don't hear it ring.
No, neither do I.
Out of order, probably. I'll bang on the door.
You hear anything?
No. I'll try again.
The door opened.
Yes.
I don't see anybody. Hello?
Who are you saying hello to?
To whoever opened the door.
Nobody opened it. The latch was loose and the door opened when we banged on it.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh, wait. You mean in the house?
No, in your father's mustache. What do you suppose I mean? Come on now and stay close behind me.
Holding their breaths, Perry White and Jimmy Olsen stepped timidly into the dark, dilapidated old house at 807 Myrtle Drive. What will they find? Well, we'll return in a moment for the exciting climax of today's episode. It is night. Perry White and Jimmy Olsen have come to a dilapidated, seemingly deserted old house on the outskirts of Metropolis in search of Lois Lane. Moving cautiously, they have just passed through the shadowy vestibule into the pitch blackness of a room.
Can't see a thing. Wait till I light a match.
Oh, no, don't.
Why?
Well, if someone's here, they'll see it.
Well, that's what I want to find out. I don't want to trip over anything and break a leg. Here we are.
The room's empty.
Except for about 6 inches of dust. Lois!
Oh,
what's the matter?
You scared me.
That's too bad.
Lois! Lois! Are you here?
See, I told you she wasn't. Come on, let's get out of here.
Not until we've gone through the house and made sure she isn't here.
Go through the house?
That's right. Lois said she was here and needed us. Now, come on. There's another room straight ahead.
Light another match.
You just told me not to.
I know, but it's awful spooky in the dark.
Spooky, my eye. Hey, what?
What's the matter?
Something ran between my feet.
What?
I don't know. Come on.
Oh. Aren't you going to light a match?
I've only got a few left in the package, and I don't want to waste them.
What?
Who laughed?
I don't know. It sounded right near us.
Yes, wait. I'll light a match. What's that?
What?
That knocking sound.
Oh, my knees.
Well, keep them quiet.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Perry White. Who said that?
Light that match, Mr. White. There's nobody here.
Then who laughed and talked?
I don't know.
The voices were in this room.
Yes.
Then who?
Oh, what?
The match burned my fingers. Perry White and Jimmy Olsen. It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen. Good God,
Creeping lizards.
Jimmy Olsen. It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
Petrified, Perry White and Jimmy Olsen stand in the dark, musty room of the old house, surrounded by strange, whispering voices, repeating their names over and over.
It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen. It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen. It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
What is happening? And what will happen? Well, tomorrow's episode is tense and exciting, so don't fail to tune in, same time, same station, for more of the mystery of the talking cat in the adventures of Superman.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents the adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, Perry White and Jimmy Olsen have some strange experiences in their frantic search for Lois Lane. We'll join them in a moment. As you remember, first Lois Lane and then Jimmy Olsen seemingly heard human speech coming out of the mouth of a Siamese cat Lois had been given for Christmas. Soon after, Lois disappeared, and the taxi driver in whose cab she was last seen told a fantastic story of being forced to the curb by a black hearse, driven by a man with a ghost-like voice who spirited Lois away. The following night, Jimmy and editor Perry White heard the cat talk in Lois's voice, pleading with them to come to a house on Myrtle Drive where she was in need of help. Unable to contact Clark Kent, Jimmy and White drove to the house alone. It was a ramshackle, abandoned mansion on the outskirts of Metropolis, where in the musty, inky darkness, they heard strange and mysterious voices whispering their names. But when they struck a match, the room was empty and silent. And then, suddenly, eerie, witch-like laughter broke the silence. Startled, Jimmy Olsen clutched Perry White's arm.
Did you hear that, Mr. White?
You think I'm deaf? Somebody laughed.
It came from the next room.
No, it didn't. It came from this room. Let go of my arm. I want to light a match.
But you just lit one, and there was nobody here.
Well, somebody's here now. Now, where?
See? Nobody is here, except us.
That's funny.
I don't think it's funny. Come on, let's get out of here.
Nothing doing.
Oh,
would you stop jumping like a scared grasshopper every time a match burns my fingers?
Well, I didn't know. Listen, what's that?
I don't... Take it easy. Take it easy now. That was just a door.
Sure, but who slammed it?
Quiet.
But
Quiet, I said. I don't hear anyone. Must have been the wind.
There isn't any wind tonight.
What the...
That awful laugh again.
It is in this room. Where'd I put the matches? Huh? I've got them. It's Perry White. Who said that?
I don't know.
It's Jimmy Olsen.
Huh?
It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, golly.
Now, just take it easy. Take it easy.
Perry White and
I'll
Jimmy
see who...
Olsen.
Oh, blasted, I dropped the matches. Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
It's Perry White.
I hear steps. Somebody...
You hear me? I'm trying to find the matches. It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
I'm going to get out of here.
You come back here.
Nothing doing those awful voices. No, let go.
Stick your foot into Jim.
Oh, I bumped into the wall.
No, don't do things like that. Well, who's that?
Who's what?
Don't you hear those steps?
No.
Well, they just stopped. There they are again.
Yeah.
Now they stopped. Now be careful, Jim.
Oh, I guess those steps were me.
You?
Yeah, I was trying to find the door, but I'm all mixed up. I don't know where it is.
Of all the dummies. Come here and help me look for the matches.
No,
Perry White and Jimmy Olsen. Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
Those voices. Here they go again. Mr.
Perry
White.
White and Jimmy Olsen.
Where are you? Mr. White!
I'm right over here.
Where?
Right here. I don't want to move. I dropped the matches right around here.
Listen to him. Oh, let's get out of here. Let's call the police.
We need the matches to get out. I'm all twisted around, too. And anyhow, Lois...
I don't believe she's here.
Well, she said she was. The voices stopped.
Yeah, but maybe...
Maybe what? Where are you?
Maybe they're coming for us. Somebody touch me.
Yeah, me too.
Let go.
Don't touch me. Get away from there.
Get
Let go. Get away. Don't touch me. Jim. Jim, I got you. Jim, let go.
Let go.
Stop it. It's me, Jim. It's me, you.
You. Chief?
Yes, you young idiot. You were fighting with me.
Oh, my gosh. I thought...
Oh, stop it. Get up. Now, stop it, I say. Oh, all the nincompoops. I bet I'm all black and blue. Couldn't you tell who it was?
Couldn't you?
Oh, all right. Now, how are we going to find those matches? We must have rolled all over the floor.
I don't know. Holy mackerel.
Now what?
I just remembered. I've got my fountain pen flashlight in my pocket.
Well, how do you like that? Of all the dumb, stupid...
Perry White and Jimmy Olsen. Perry White.
There they go again.
Yeah.
Hurry, get that flashlight working.
Okay,
It's Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
There.
Now, shine it straight ahead. No, not at me, you ninny. Not at the floor. Ahead.
Yeah, okay.
It's Perry White and Jimmy
I
Olsen.
don't see anyone.
Shine it behind us.
Okay.
White and Jimmy Olsen.
Oh,
Still nobody. Sweep it around the room.
yeah. Jeepers, that laugh is even worse than the voices. But where is it? I mean, they.
I don't know. I'm sure there's nobody here.
But there has to be. Those voices. Unless
what?
they're ghosts.
Ghosts. Will you stop acting like a lunatic?
And who was talking and laughing? You said yourself the voices were right in this room.
There's some hocus pocus going on, that's what. And we're going to find out about it. What's that?
But it sounds like a cat. But where is it? I can hear it, but I can't see it.
Never mind. Stop looking for it.
But
Stop, I said. I don't want to see it. I've had all I wanted cats for the rest of my life.
It's not here. But I can hear it.
Jim, Mr. White, help me.
Huh?
That's Lois.
Help me. Help me, please, Jim. Mr. White.
Lois!
Miss Lane! Miss Lane, where are you?
Help me. Help me.
Shine your light around, Jim.
Yeah, I am. Do you see her?
No.
Neither do I. Oh, my gosh, Chief, I know now.
You know what? Lois! Lois, where are you?
No, wait. Wait, Mr. White, don't call her. Don't call Miss Lane.
Why not?
Because I know what this is all about. It's terrible, Mr. White. Please don't call her. Please.
With the cat meowing plaintively somewhere in the musty darkness of the room, Jimmy begs Perry White not to call Lois. Why? What has Jimmy suddenly discovered? The answer to the mystery? We'll return in a moment to continue the tense scene in the seemingly haunted house. In the weirdly frightening darkness of a deserted house on Myrtle Drive, Jimmy Olsen, listening to the plaintive meowing of a cat, has suddenly decided he knows the answer to the strange mystery and is pleading with editor Perry White not to call to Lois.
Please, Mr. White, please don't call Miss Lane. If you do...
If I do, what?
If you do, it'll be terrible.
What in the name of Jupiter are you talking about?
I just thought of it. Just a second ago. I remember reading about it in a book.
Reading about what? Now, look here, Olsen. Unless you stop bushing about the beat, bashing around the bait, beating around the bush, there'll be trouble.
It's about people and cats.
What about people and cats?
Oh, I read in this book that the ancient Egyptians believed that when people passed away, sometimes they turn into cats.
So what? This is America, not Egypt.
But maybe that's what happened to Miss Lane. Maybe she passed away and turned into a cat. You hear that? I'll bet it's Miss Lane.
And I'll bet you should have your head examined.
But But we heard the cat speak to us in Miss Lane's voice, didn't we?
I don't know. I don't know what we heard anymore. I don't know whether I'm coming or coming. Coming or going. Give me that flashlight.
What for?
Never mind what for. Give it to me.
Here you are.
Now, I'm going to search this house from cellar to attic. I'm going to find Lois if it kills me.
Oh, don't say that, Mr. White. Please don't say it.
Don't say what?
That it's going to kill you. If Miss Lane is dead already, and if you...
Lois isn't dead. Nobody's dead, except you from the neck up. Now, come on.
Where are you going?
I told you I'm going to search every room in this house.
Oh, no. Please don't, Mr. White. Please, it's dangerous.
All right, if you think it's dangerous, stay right where you are.
No, wait, Mr. White. Don't leave me. I'll come along.
Well, what are you waiting for? Jim, where are you? Jim, answer me. Where are you, Jim? Jim, in the name of heaven, answer me. Jim!
Suddenly and without warning, Jimmy Olsen has disappeared, vanished into the musty darkness like a wisp of smoke.
Jim, where are you, Jim?
Frantically, Perry White swings the flashlight back and forth and calls out to the boy reporter, but there's no response. Nothing but black silence. Now what has happened? Fellows and girls, this is only the beginning. There's a lot more to come before Superman solves the mystery of the talking cat. A lot more excitement and more thrills than you can count. So don't miss a single episode. Tune in tomorrow and every day, Monday through Friday, and follow the mystery of the talking cat in the adventures of Superman.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, to Editor Perry White's astonishment, Jimmy Olsen has suddenly disappeared. We'll join him in a moment for further details. But right now, let's hear what happened to Dan McCullough when he was walking down the block this morning.
Well, doggone, Rusty.
Huh? Oh, hi, Dad.
Hey, what gives, Rusty? What's that you're nailing to the playground fence?
It's a list.
A list?
Yeah, a list of comic buttons we're all collecting from packages of Kellogg's Pep.
Yes, but all the kids know about those comic buttons. In fact, a few of them have collected pretty near all 18 of them. Why the list?
Well, this is sort of a chart of duplicates we all want to trade.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I get it. On one side, you've got all the kids' names, then the duplicate buttons that they all have to swap, then the names of the buttons they need.
Yeah. See, there's your cousin Dora. She has 2 Orphan Annie buttons, and she needs either Skeezix or Superman.
Hey, this looks like a smart idea, Rusty. Sort of organizes your comic button trading. But, say, is it okay to nail the sign on the fence?
Oh, sure. I asked Miss Roberts first if I could.
Good for you, Rusty. Well, that's really getting busy on collecting those swell comic buttons, isn't it, gang? Because nobody wants to miss out on a single one. They're so doggone smart-looking, and they're such exciting fun to collect that, well, you want to get them all. And you can, too. Sure, easy as anything. You don't have to send in a single penny, not even a box stop. And you can't buy these comic buttons anywhere. All you do is to ask Mom to get you plenty of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Inside every package, there's your exclusive prize, a brilliant colored comic button from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now, the adventures of Superman.
A strange and baffling mystery is threatening our friends on the Daily Planet. First, Lois Lane claimed that her Siamese cat had been talking to her in a human voice, warning her against Perry White. Then, Lois mysteriously disappeared. Jimmy Olsen was the next to hear the cat talk and had warned him against Perry White. Finally, Jimmy and White seemingly heard the cat speak, this time in Lois's voice, begging them to come to her aid at a house on Myrtle Drive. Jimmy and White drove to the house, an old deserted mansion on the outskirts of Metropolis, where in the musty darkness they heard weird laughter and strange voices whispering their names. But when Jimmy swung his pencil flashlight around the rooms, they could see no one. Suddenly they heard Lois call to them, but as they started forward, Jimmy disappeared. As we continue now, Perry White, with the aid of Jimmy's flashlight, is searching frantically for the boy reporter. Listen.
Jim! Jim, where are you? Jim! What happened? Where are you? Good Godfrey. Those voices again. They're right in this room. But I can't see anyone. I'm going crazy. I know I am. Jim! Jim, Lois! Where are you, Jim? Jim, Lois! Where are you?
Perry White and Jimmy Olsen.
Lois!
Calling desperately, Perry White stumbles about the dark, dust-laden, mysteriously empty room. Meanwhile, having failed to find any trace of Lois as Superman, Clark Kent, deeply worried, has arrived at Editor White's suburban home. In the kitchen, he's questioning Poco, Perry White's fat little cook, who, as you remember, speaks only in rhyme.
Now, wait a minute, Poco. Let's get this straight. You mean to tell me you heard the cat talk, too?
Yes, Mr. Kent. Strange as it seems, I was here in my kitchen when I heard screams.
Screams?
Oh, such terrible screams, they gave me a fright. And they came from the mouth of our Mr. White.
Mr. White? I thought you said the cat.
Oh, yes, the cat. I'm coming to that.
All right, get to it. Just give me the facts and never mind the rhymes, Poco.
It really takes me much more time to think of words which do not rhyme.
All right, tell me in rhyme then, but talk fast, Poco. What about the cat, and where did Mr. White and Jim go?
Oh, they went to help poor Lois Lane.
Lois?
We heard her voice so clear and plain.
You heard Lois's voice? When? Where?
It came from the mouth of the cat.
What?
As true as I'm short and fat.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Poco.
It's true, Mr. Kent. I swear it's true.
But
I heard her as clearly as I hear you.
You heard Lois's voice come from the cat?
Yes, Mr. Kent. She was pleading for aid. Oh, dear, I was never so afraid.
Of all the... You say you heard Lois's voice talking and asking for help?
Yes, she was indeed. She told them to come with haste and speed. Oh, Mr. White phoned you, but you were away, so off they went without delay.
Where did they go?
Oh, to help Miss Lane.
I know, but where, Poco, where?
Oh, Oh, yes. First a number that rhymes with gate.
What?
Number 8.
8?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Then a number that rhymes with snow.
What?
Oh, that would be the cipher O.
8-0. All right, then what? Good heavens, can't you tell me without all this rhyming gibberish?
Oh, don't scold me, please. I get confused, and then my poor brain is all abused.
All right, I'm sorry. Do it your way. You said 8, and then O. Then what?
Then... Oh, yes, I know. The final number rhymes with heaven.
7?
Yes. How did you guess?
All right, we have 807. Now, what does the next number rhyme with?
Oh, first gate, then snow, then heaven.
Yes?
That's the number, 807.
Oh, good. All right, now what about the street, Poco? And don't tell me you remembered that by a rhyme.
Oh, of course I did.
Oh.
It's the name of a girl.
A girl?
And it rhymes with some creature as small as a squirrel.
Oh, come on, Poco. What is it?
I'm thinking. Was it a rabbit? No. Was it a bird? No.
Come on.
Was it a frog? No. Was it a dog? No.
Good heavens, do we have to go through the whole animal kingdom? Think, Poco, think. Lois is in trouble. Mr. White and Jimmy may be in trouble, too.
Oh, hurry, worry. You've got my brain in a terrible flurry.
Oh, all right, now, steady down. Take it easy.
And I warned you that abusing me would only end in confusing me.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to abuse you. Just relax now and try to think. You said the street had a girl's name, right?
Yes, and the name rhymed with...
Yes?
Oh, shame. I've forgotten the name.
Oh, of all the crazy... Look, never mind, Poco. We'll try it another way. I'll run through as many girls' names as I can, and if I hit the right one, you stop me.
I'm a fool.
All right, never mind. Now, let's see. A. Abigail. Abigail? Anne? There's a Queen Anne's court in Metropolis. Is it that?
No, not that.
Oh, dear. B. Barbara. Betty.
It came. I have the name.
You have? Well, what is it?
Turtle.
Turtle? I never heard of a turtle street.
Oh, it rhymes with turtle.
Oh.
Bertle, Kirtle, Dirtle, Fertle.
Girdle, Hurtle, Jertle, Kirtle.
Myrtle.
Wait, that's a girl's name.
Yes, and the name of the street we seek, which I heard Miss Lane and the strange cat speak.
There's a Myrtle Drive.
The name is the same.
807 Myrtle Drive. All right, now listen, Poco. The cat is sleeping in Mr. White's room. Close the door so it can't get away. Do you understand?
Oh, I won't go near it. I greatly fear it.
Oh, it won't hurt you. Just close the bedroom door. I'll see you later. It's dark, so out of these clothes in a hurry. Talking cat, speaking in Lois's voice. It's ridiculous. There's something queer going on here. Something I don't understand. But I intend to find out as Superman. Here we are, all set. Up, and away!
Leaping from Perry White's lawn, Superman streaks away through the night sky to the outskirts of the city, where he drops down before the dark, deserted mansion at 807 Myrtle Drive. Pushing open the sagging door, he strides into the house. Startled, Perry White, still searching for Jimmy, challenges him.
Who's there?
Don't be frightened, Mr. White. It's Superman.
Oh, yeah? Now you stay away from me.
But I tell you, I'm Superman.
And I'm the king of Siam. You keep away from me now. I've got a gun.
You haven't got any gun, but you have a flashlight. Shine it on me and you'll see who I am.
I can't. I wore the battery out looking for...
For whom? Where's Jim?
As if you didn't know.
As if I... Now, wait.
No, don't come any closer. I'll hit you with a chair. You're one of them.
One of whom?
The voices.
Voice?
You took Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen away.
Jim? What happened to him?
Oh, look, who are you? Well, what did you do to Lois, and where did you take Jimmy?
I didn't...
What do you want of us? Oh, please bring them back. Tell me where they are. I'm going crazy.
We're not getting anywhere this way.
Where are you going?
There's a package of matches on the floor. I've got to prove to you who I am.
Oh, those are my matches. I lost them before. You mean you can see them in the dark?
Of course I can.
Then maybe you are.
See for yourself. I'll strike a match. There.
You are Superman. Thank heaven.
Well, at least we've got that settled. Between you and Poco, it's a wonder I'm not hearing cat talks, too. All right, now, tell me quickly what happened.
Well, just a little while ago in this very room, Jim and I heard Lois call to us.
You're sure it was Lois?
Why, of course I am. Don't you think I know Lois's voice? And she was right in this room with the other voices.
What other voices?
Well, they kept saying, Perry White, Jimmy Olsen, Perry White, Jimmy Olsen, until I thought I'd go mad. Then we heard Lois, and right after that, Jim disappeared.
What?
It's as true as I'm standing here. Oh, find him, Superman. Find him. He's somewhere in this house, and so is Lois.
No, they're not.
They must be.
I tell you they're not. And what's more, Lois was never here.
She is. I heard her.
You couldn't have. And you couldn't have heard those other voices either. Except for you and Jim, nobody's been in this house tonight.
What does Superman mean? How could Perry White and Jimmy Olsen have heard the strange voices if nobody has been in the house? We'll return in a moment for the amazing climax of today's episode. In the musty darkness of the old house on Myrtle Drive where Jimmy Olsen mysteriously disappeared, Superman has just startled Perry White by saying...
Except for you and Jim, nobody has been in this house tonight.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong, Mr. White. There are only 2 sets of footprints in this room. Yours and Jim's.
What?
Yes. And there are no other footprints anywhere else in the house. Why, the dust is 2 or 3 inches thick on the floors. No one could have walked in without leaving footprints.
Then how... Good heavens, Superman. Don't tell me I'm out of my mind. Wait, I can't be. Jim, what happened to Jim? He was right here with me.
I can't understand
Help.
it. What's that?
What?
Help me. Mr. White. Help me.
Good Godfrey. That's Jim.
Yes.
Help me, Mr. White. I'm with Lois. Please help us. Help.
Jim, where are you? Superman, he's right here. He's in this room.
No, he isn't.
He is. You heard him yourself.
Yes, I heard him, but he's not in this room. What's more, he's not in this house. I can't understand it, Mr. White. I don't know where his voice is coming from.
Help us, Mr. White. Help us. Please help us. Help.
Startled, Superman stands in the darkness with the trembling Perry White, listening to Jimmy's voice coming out of nowhere. The man of steel strains every sense and nerve, trying to fathom this weird, baffling mystery which even he seems unable to solve. What has happened to Jimmy Olsen and to Lois Lane? And what is the secret of the strange voices? Can you figure it out? Well, be sure to listen tomorrow when something even more amazing happens. Tune in, same time, same station, for another exciting episode of The Mystery of the Talking Cat in The Adventures of Superman.